Right, I'm John Wilkinson. My occupation is canoe builder. I'm a timber canoe builder. I also teach part-time, which was my original profession. The process is a really lovely one because essentially it's taking lumps of wood and cutting them down and planing away and working with them to end up with a solid, long-lasting, beautiful-looking piece of equipment. So that's the summary of it, I suppose. They're based on the North American birch bark canoe, which the North American Europeans basically modified to give them a good, durable, lightweight system of getting up and down Canadian rivers during the expansion and trading process there. The modern canoes, open Canadian canoes that people have, are generally cast out of plastic with all sorts of foam inners and outers to make them buoyant. So modern canoes are obviously a lot cheaper, but the canoes I build are much more durable, but also, I suppose, a combination of an ancient Indian art and a woodworker's art. So there are, as far as I'm aware, there is one canoe builder who builds cedar and canvas canoes in the United Kingdom, and that's me. There's another builder in Germany and dozens in America. So for this part of the world, it's a very specialised, odd craft, I suppose. The process is basically I go to a hardwood timber yard and buy large lumps of western red cedar, about 17 foot long and between 8 inches wide and 3 inches thick. And then I have to literally saw that timber into, rib material, planking material. And the planks are very thin, they're about 1/8 of an inch thick. So there's a lot of milling the timber down into what I need. The same is true for ash, which I use for the gunnels and decks. Actually putting the boat together in its basic form probably takes a fortnight. Then there's another week or so of fine-tuning things and finishing things off, putting canvas onto it and filling it, and then there's a month where I just get to look at the boat because it sits with the canvas and the filler drying. Then there's another week or so of fining the boat up, and then there's nearly 2 weeks worth of varnishing and painting and putting preservatives into it. So all those things, as long as it works out smoothly, usually pans out to about 3 months. So it's literally taking a few kilos of tacks, a few planks of wood and a roll of canvas and finishing up with a boat. It's very nice. My interest in canoeing building stems from being a keen canoeist in the first place, and then I took up, I trained as a leader and a coach, so I canoe for recreation. I've also canoed for, to assist as a coach in the local canoe club. And then I suppose trying all sorts of different canoes over the years, then you start to think, well, what is the best canoe? What's the nicest boat? And that I suppose is partly what drew me into making these particular boats in the long run. And I think with a background in canoeing, you understand what makes the boats particularly nice. So I think it would be a totally different job if I was just building a boat to put in a shop for somebody else to sell for me. Knowing the customers and getting a chance to listen to why they want to buy the boat. I'm obviously very enthusiastic about the qualities myself, so it's particularly nice to have a customer who almost always is more enthusiastic than I am. I suppose because it's a very big focus in their life, organising and buying a fairly expensive wooden boat. The pleasure of meeting people and their pleasure in buying something, it really is a rewarding job. It's a bit hard to explain to other people, I think.